Yeah, the potential here for this to be a very quick map if Blank can hold out point A, which they definitely have the capability of doing here. A lot of very talented players. Jam, on the other hand, have some strong players, but it's going to be a big ask up against a powerhouse like Blank. So let's take a look. They got 1, 2 tanks ready to go. 3 tanks, triple tank, 2 heals, and ATAR.
ATAR just, he only plays Tracer.
Traitor.
The only other thing I've seen him play, I think, this season is Reaper in Nepal.
Well, they're going to try walk around the back behind that Reinhardt shield, but Sleep Easy goes down to Adam straight away.
That's really good from Blank Blue. They're just contesting Jam Gaming, essentially. They're saying, you know, we're not going to let you get this map control for free. You're going to have to work for it. Now, Sleep Easy is essentially isolated. This is nothing but a lost cause, really, for Jam Gaming right now. They're just going to be staggered.
Yep.
They can't win this fight without Sleep Easy. The majority of their heals, and the whole time that they're fighting right now, they're losing time.
They wasted about 30 seconds.
Exactly. They've wasted a lot of time there. So Blank Blue have played that one perfectly. Perfectly. And now Jam Gaming, they have to reset, and even still, they're waiting for those respawners to come across. Jam need to do a better job of protecting Sleep Easy there, and Blank Blue, they're not going to make it easy with this dive composition. Frogger up to the nano boost, and Gob waiting in a perfect position to shut down this next push once the nano boost comes out onto him.
Yeah, a very early nano boost. You can see as well the grenades coming through over the top. Nano boost is used onto Micro right now. Coalescence is coming out from behind. However, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Crimson Wolf doing a fair bit of damage, but Micro pulls out the Dragon Blades. See you later, Render. And Unter on the point.
Unter forced to use the Transcendence there as well. So there was actually quite a lot invested in by Blank Blue. Self-destruct, Dragon Blade, Transcendence, Nano Boost. Now they've just got Primal Rage, and while Jam Gaming put a little bit in there for themselves as well, I didn't necessarily think that Blank Blue were going to need that much to actually hold on to the point. But, as always, giving themselves that assurance.
Yep, Crimson Wolf with the self-destruct. Gob with the Primal Rage. We'll see which one comes off better. And straight away, Sleep Easy does go down. Primal Rage, you can hear popped in the background. That sees Prowler go down as well. And one after the other, Jordan, Jam Gaming will start losing players.
Yes. And ATAR's all the way around behind here. That entire time in that fight, he was essentially going medpack hunting. And unfortunately, it means that he did not have an impact on the fight. Not that I really think it would have mattered. Blank Blue won that one quite convincingly. What Blank Blue have to be aware of, though, is ATAR coming from behind, though he doesn't have a pulse bomb, so he doesn't really have that snap advantage. You can't just snap your fingers and delete a player. You need to actually hit the shots, and while ATAR can certainly do that, it's still going to take you longer than using the pulse bomb. So once that surprise is gone, might get shut down.
Well, they're trying to go a different way this time, and Prowler already looking very low. I would suspect that this sound barrier, I was going to say, will be popped very quickly, but he's actually getting heals out, actually staying alive for now. There we go. Sound barrier comes through. Legabriel forcing his way onto the point. Gob trying to fight him back. This looks okay for Jam, but Legabriel's still quite low. Sleep Easy goes down. Micro out with the Dragon Blade all over the shop. Already finds 2, including the tank. Ada comes back, picks up 2, and finally shuts him down.
Doesn't matter.
Blank Blue, are they going to be able to pull this back, Jordan?
No, I don't think so, Ben. Although, ATAR is certainly doing quite a bit of work onto Adam. Not sure if Blank Blue will actually end up deciding to contest this one. Gob just gets absolutely wrecked.
It's so close here.
Down. So, yeah, okay, Jam have secured this first point. Blank Blue, for a moment, were sort of in there with a chance, but the fact that they had Prowler still alive, Jam Gaming gave them the extra little bit of healing that they needed, which Blank Blue was lacking. And the first point goes their way. 4.5 minutes now for them to try and cap out second. But running into a hefty chunk of ultimates available there for Blank is not going to be an easy first push for them.
Interesting to see that they chose to swap off the Zarya onto a Genji as well. And Render's already got that Dragon Blade ready to go, Jordan. So we'll see how it works out here on point B. Whether they can find the picks, whether they can sort of deal with this separated Blank lineup that has ultimates. Like, their pockets are just spilling over with ultis, Jordan, ready to go. Oh, Dragon Blade, here it comes. It's a Nano Blade even. And Legabriel straight away going to get slowed down. Sleep Easy's picked up, and that should be enough. Oh! Render from behind as well onto Micro. Cleans him up. But Blank Blue will be able to settle the score here. Lock it down. feeling nice and safe here on point B.
It's a really good, strong hold out there from Blank Blue. All it really required was the nano boost. And Micro's up to 90% of his ultimate again. Frog at 47%. Blank Blue's looking really, really strong here to hold off the second. Carroll doesn't have anything there, so this is, I mean, I'm not sure where we're going to see the advantage coming from Jam Gaming. They need to force these ultis out before really putting theirs in.
And Micro used Dragon Blade in the last fight. Has Dragon Blade again ready now. Look at this, 5 ultis for Blank Blue ready to go. Up against 4 here for Jam. We'll see who gets the better of it. Render forced back, hasn't used his Dragon Blade as of yet. Waiting, but Gob jumps back. Sign gets out of dodge as well. And only Sleep Easy goes down. Gob caught out actually, but Adam trades one back. Doesn't matter really though, does it, Jordan? Because Jam are forced out of the site.
Just the one pulse bomb put in there as well from Blank Blue. That's literally all they used. And it costs Jam Gaming another 30 seconds here. They completely get wiped just off the one pick that Sign is able to make. He's already back up to 42%. So really, if you can only invest a pulse bomb and win a fight, that's like the ideal scenario. This pulse bomb charges up so quickly indeed. Blank Blue have all that extra stuff there. The insurance clause and all those 5 other ultimates. Jam Gaming up now to 6, so they're not really going to get a better push out than this one. See if they can make it work.
Sound barrier on attack. You can hear the Dragon Blade in the background as well. Unta's the first to go down. Self-destruct over the top. Won't find anyone. Micro gets the better of the Genji battle. You can see Gob doing a ton of work up there, but maybe Jam's going to do the damage. As I say that, 1, 2, 3 picks coming across the board. Crimson Wolf into Baby Diva form will get picked up as well. And Blank holds the point.
Just not clean enough there for Jam. They found a couple of picks. They even denied the Transcendence from Unta, which at the end of the day is only going to go and help Blank Blue now because it means that Unta still got that Transcendence through for the next fight. It was good work done from Micro with that Nano Blade. Was able to cut through at least one player through the sound barrier and through the Transcendence of Jam Gaming, and he also forced the Transcendence quite early from Sleep Easy. So there was a little bit of a double up there from the support ultis on Jam Gaming. At the end of the day though, Blank Blue, they just had their tanks alive at the end, and once Unta came back in there, if everything was going a little bit awry for Blank Blue, he would have just got the Transcendence out onto the point, kept everyone alive, and Jam Gaming would have fallen apart. Jam need to get way more picks than that early on in the fight if they want to win here.
Yeah, not looking good at all now for Jam. 1 minute on the clock. Blank Blue have been holding strong the entire time. Jam, unfortunately, have not found that 33% they require so far to manage to get one tick on the board and make it count here, Jordan. And right away, Blank are going to choose to dive on in. And Sleepy as he goes down straight away. Though, Frogger is now traded back. Yeah. It's a 1 for 1 for 1.
Not good enough.
That's not good enough, Jordan, is it? Now it's even worse.
Blank Blue just seeming to find picks out of nowhere, and while we do see some eventually traded back there for Jam Gaming, 1 for 1s never going to allow you to camp out Hanamura second. The defenders have that spawn advantage, and Jam Gaming, they haven't done enough here. It's all going to come down now to Render with that Dragon Blade. He needs to come up with something absolutely massive. But Unta with the Transcendence is easily going to be able to shut that one down. And there's another pick out from Signed. He's been having so much impact there on the Tracer with the Pulse Bombs and without. Just makes Jam Gaming's life so incredibly difficult.
Look, they'll try and dive into the point here, Jordan, but I suspect there's very little they can do. Micro actually going to get picked up there by Sleep Easy. Huge work coming out there up against that Dragon Blade. Render used a Dragon Blade off his own, but I don't think he actually found anyone. Maybe it was one person in the background.
They're still not getting the kills fast enough here. Ben Gom is going to come in as well with the Primal Rage. And while that...
Look at this, 2 ticks!
It's ticking up, but Blank Blue is still going to be able to get on there, and it's really the Primal Rage that you have to keep an eye on here. Gob is going to be able to hold off for a long amount of time. Jam Gaming will not have an easy time of getting rid of him.
Well, this is actually getting really close. Jam are doing their best. Unta's gone down. Now the Primal Rage is finished. They might capture the point. It's just Micro there right now trying to defend it here for Blank. It's into overtime, Jordan. And maybe Jam gets it. They do. I don't even know how they achieved that. They lost the pick straight away. The tank went down so early on. There was like 20 seconds left. They were first forced onto the point. It was the least optimal attack they had the entire half.
Sometimes it's just that way. You know, when it gets to overtime, everyone just jumps in, kicks into that next gear, and makes it happen. So Jam Gaming, they do manage to grasp it away at the last second, but means that they don't have any time to play with here if it goes through to overtime. If Blank Blue even cap it with 1 second, they have the potential to win, and Jam Gaming only have the potential to tie it. So best case scenario right now for Jam Gaming is they full hold on first, or full hold on second, I suppose. But
yeah,
they don't want to allow Blank Blue the chance to cap that second point, that is for sure.
it's going to be a tough ask, though, for Jam. Interesting to see Hanamura was the pick, but it seems like it was a decent pick, to be perfectly honest, Jordan. Considering they got all the way through. It's funny because they struggled on point A, and then they struggled on point B. Both of them captured in overtime. Were they? Was the first one overtime?
No,
it must have been...
Don't think the first one was overtime.
Very close.
It was close.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Blank Blue going to be going back onto that dive composition. I'm not so sure that we'll see Micro on the Sombra, to be honest. Feels though it's more likely we'll just get him back out on that Genji. Hanamura does seem to be Micro's playground when he's actually playing on Genji. We've seen a lot of good performances out from him across all maps, of course, but Hanamura does seem to be where he finds a lot of success. I suppose there is a lot of enclosed angles, which does make it quite easy to get a lot of damage out from the Dragon Blade.
Well, let's see how he goes as Widow. And whether he can find a pick very early on, whether that will make a difference. There's not that many good angles, though, surely, here on Hanamura.
But you can get up on the high ground above the gate and cause some problems there for Jam Gaming.
He's looking through, decides, nope, I want to change, and probably for the best.
I think that's a good enough decision. Just seeing if there was going to be anyone cheeky enough to peek their head through that opening, but not the case, and now Micro back onto the tried and true.
So far, able to push through here. Interestingly enough, Jordan, they don't have that Reinhardt, but they're still all alive, still able to come around the back and onto the point, and that's where they're going to want to fight this fight. Prowler taking a ton of damage, same with Hunter. Hunter goes down first. Blank Blue will lose a player. Micro looking low as well, but both Prowler on Sleep Easy are down, and Jam has no support players left.
They do not, but Blank Blue only have one here. If Frogger, rather, if Hunter were to get dropped again, would be dangerous,
So
but
quick.
Really, really easy there for Blank Blue. They were given too much map control. Micro coming from one side, the rest of the team the other. That split and pick game style for Blank, and they make it work. So that's a very fast cap.
7 minutes, Jordan. That's a lot of time.
Yeah.
I've had food delivered in less time than that. That says a lot in Sydney.
Does indeed. 80% there for Gob, 89% for Adam. Frog has got the Valkyrie available. Lots coming up here for Blank Blue in this fight. They just need to make it a little bit of a prolonged one, or completely take the supports out of the fight there, Ben.
Yeah, well, you're only going to last so long as the tank if your supports are stuck in spawn. Talking about supports, Hunter's the first one to go down. Crimson Wolf, though, will get DMAC. Oh!
Well, that was
the so dirty coming out from side.
Pulse Bomb delivery system really there, wasn't it, from Render. Crimson Wolf goes down as well. It's a nice Bionade there out from Prowler, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
No, well, they're already 2/3 of the way there. It's Legabriel, though, going to get the nano boost. We'll chase down Adam. Bob gets picked up as well.
See ya.
See ya.
Well, what did Blank Blue really put into that one? A Valkyrie and a self-destruct? Well, I guess the Pulse Bomb as well, but let's not count that because it charges so fast anyway. They're now coming up on the Dragon Blade, Primal Rage, and Transcendence. Very similar there for Jam Gaming, but they do have a self-destruct instead of the Transcendence. However, Sleep Easy is at 91%. So this is definitely holdable for Jam. But Micro, very deadly with that Dragon Blade. Cannot allow him to find any openings.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ultis now for Jam Gaming on defense, including Ato, who threw out a Pulse Bomb but didn't find anyone, unfortunately. Micro with this Dragon Blade over the top. Boop, there's no one there, and there's no one there. There's someone. Prowler will go down. Dragon Blade coming out the other way as well. Let's see whether Render can find anyone, but he's going to get forced all the way back. Self-destruct from Crimson Wolf finds one. Sleep Easy goes down as well. Only halfway here. Blank Blue with so many people alive, though, Jordan, on this point. As soon as Render goes down, as soon as Legabriel goes down, this is going to be a tough work for Jam to try and bring it back.
Well, speaking of soon, they will need to go down soon, otherwise those reinforcements come in for Jam Gaming. Prowler is there, Sleep Easy is there. The healers are back for Jam, but they are being contested right now by Blank Blue. And again, you can see those critical picks for Jam not there. And so they are for Blank Blue. A very fast cap time, 4.5 minutes. And now Blank, they don't have to do much more work from here on out.
Well, no, I think it's going to be game over here, Jordan.
I would agree.
4:37. If Blank don't get 1/3 of the point in 4:37, I'll tweet out about how you're cooler than me. That's how confident I am that they'll get it.
Well, you don't need to tweet out about that. Everyone knows it anyway.
Everyone knows it anyway. Yeah, okay, mate.
I don't make funny noises like you do on broadcast.
Wow. Yeah, but that's because I'm fun and you're boring.
Not so sure about that.
Well, I like to say I'm fun.
Well, so does your mum, but...
Oh. What? What was that?
Production liked it. Sometimes...
Yeah.
We just got to go with the awful jokes. Anyway. Blank Blue are going to go back onto the exact same roster that they had. The exact same roster that capped out with 7 minutes to get that second point.
Yes.
So think about how fast they capped the first point last time, Ben. Think about how fast they're going to cap it this time, Ben.
Well,
do the math for me.
The math is that it's going to be fast, potentially. However, if you're Jam, you need to put everything into right now. If you want to make it to the semi-finals, if you want to make it to LAN, you have to get a full hold right here. Going to be tough.
Yeah, well.
But anything is possible, Jordan.
Ben,
who knows the power of the Jam?
Blank Blue have already essentially tied this up, so they're not going to lose now.
I don't even know how that plays out in the end. You'd have to go to 5 and then go again.
Anyway, Blank Blue, I'm sure, are going to be able to close it out here at 3-0 regardless. They do lose a couple early on in the piece.
Look at this. Jam coming strong, mate. Look at this. So good. It's what we want to see.
It's a traffic jam for Blank Blue. They can't get through.
No,
they're going to be staggered as well.
Well, they are. They're still finding it out unless they find some picks and spin it around, which they're not doing.
It's okay, though. They've got heaps of time.
Yeah, but you say heaps of time. 3.5 minutes now.
Well,
they just threw a minute away.
That's all right. Take the scenic route. It's about the journey, not the destination.
Well, yeah, but no, I think it is about the destination here. Because the destination is finals. And that's where you want to be. Then talk about the journey when you get to finals.
The journey up against Masterminds, that'll be tough.
Certainly will. Blank Blue back onto the point right now. They only need 33% here. So, Jam are going to have to jump on board and try and force signed off. Easily done for now. But Render's been picked up by Gob, and this could be difficult. No sign traded back. Here we go. Time for Micro to push through. Valkyrie, you can hear as well being used. Crimson Wolf found out. Surely he goes down. Dragon Blade in the back line. That's not healthy for your supports.
Certainly not indeed. Micro gets a lot of damage done by that one. And this is going to be the first tick captured out there by Blank Blue. And it's game over. 3-0. Blank Blue secure their place through to the finals alongside Masterminds. And it's going to be an exciting finals indeed, Ben. We've got our top 4 teams. This was what we thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it's going to make it very, very closely fought competition.
Look at that. Straight through the shield, Jordan. Pops the Dragon Blade with a nano boost over the top. Picks up another kill. Render goes down. I think it's at that point that Render swaps off. Decides maybe I should play Genji as well. And they went okay. To be fair, I actually think that some of these games between, you know, higher teams versus lower teams, the teams coming through, the teams with a ton of work to do up against that higher seeded team actually did okay.
Yep.
I feel like Jam gave it a good go today. Kanga gave it a good go today. To be fair, often that's all you can ask.
Yeah, definitely. I think both Jam and Kanga can come out of that one feeling pretty happy with how things have gone. Obviously, Jam wasn't able to get a point on the board there. They do go down 3-0, but they made Hanamura at least an effort, I suppose, you could say, for Blank Blue. At the end of the day, these matches were a little bit closer maybe than I thought that they would be. So that's good work from Kanga and Jam. Certainly a little bit closer than what we saw yesterday. And all in all, we'll see the next season. So
yeah,
this is just another step on that journey for Kanga and for Jam.
Certainly is. So let's go and take a look at how we got here, how playoffs have gone down so far. We had 4 quarterfinal games. We had Darksided up against Knock Predators and then Drop Bears up against Legacy. That was Seed 1 versus Seed 4 and then Seed 2 versus Seed 3. Both of those games, however, were 3-0 to the highest seeded team. Then today, we tried it all over again. Mastermind Seed 1 in their group, Kanga Seed 4 in their group, went 3-1. Kanga actually picking up a map and dropping. This was the first time that we saw Masterminds drop a map all season long. They got one draw, but no losses. And then just then, of course, Blank Blue took down Jam Gaming 3-0.
Definitely makes you think how Masterminds are going to go here heading into finals. They did obviously have a little bit of a struggle there against Kanga, and so with those recent roster changes, maybe there is a susceptibility there that Blank Blue might be able to take advantage of. Dark-sided Sydney Drop Bears, another good matchup there. So really at this point, I'm going to have to do a bit of digging and figure out who I think is going to come through. But when you look at it on paper, it's really hard to say, oh, X team is going to get the win over Y team.
Yep. To be fair, it has played out how one would anticipate. You've got Seed 1 in Group A from Dark-sided up against Seed 2 in Group B being Drop Bears, and then Seed 1 from Group B being Masterminds up against Seed 2 from Group A being Blank Blue.
Correct.
So how the regular season played out does follow how one would expect it would flow through to the semi-finals.
Well, in that thing, then, does that mean we get to see
Masterminds Dark-sided?
Exactly, Seed 1 versus Seed 1. If things continue on the current trend, perhaps that is going to be the case.
Well, those games, Jordan, are going to be played in our finals. We'll have a LAN. It'll be very exciting. Everyone will be here together, happy families.
Yep.
But the reality is they'll be fighting it out for a top dog spot.
That's right. It's, I suppose, the first season of Contenders, so there's a little bit on the bragging rights. You can say we won the first season of Contenders in AU, and that's kind of a big deal as well. Well,
Elfishguy, we started with 12 teams at the start of this week. That was down to 8, and now only 4 remain. Thank you very much for joining us across the regular season. Now, only the finals remain. We'll see you then.